Alright.
Boy, it is sure glad to be playing a game here with my friend Pass.
Same can be said about my friend Purple. Here we go. Recommended car level 740. Acquired level 50. Difficulty
What is your
normal.
car level?
My car level's 1000 something.
Oh. Oh yeah, you said you got some parts for it? Never mind.
Yep. Crew co-op. Here we go.
Although I don't think these are all that hard. From what I remember, they're just long.
Oh crap. Never mind. A circuit car needs to be used, and that's 758.
Oh. You just said it was like 700, right?
No, I said
okay.
it was 1000 something. That was my prep car.
Yeah, but you just said your circuit car was 758, right?
Yeah.
Which was still higher than what it said you needed.
Oh, okay. I forget the number, actually.
I thought it said it needed, like... I thought you said that the required level was 750.
Yeah, it could very well be. My memory sucks. And I just said that thing just not long ago, last. Ran into a car, messed up.
Are you streaming this
Yep.
already? Or... Oh.
Yeah, all that was in that voice check there was all in the stream. I won't be. I'll edit that part out.
Yeah, right. I was asking in case you wanted to restart it, or it doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah, it's cool. I can just edit it out right to the point to where we were just entering the race. Ah.
Past them. Oh man.
So apparently, just recently, I think it was over the weekend. Obviously, it says today is Monday. Apparently, the
Happy Monday, Pest. Since it's like a holiday, since it's a new week, so that's why people say Happy Monday, right?
Yeah. Well,
everyone loves starting a new week that you have to work.
Except Garfield.
Well, of
Garfield doesn't
course,
like Mondays.
Garfield.
Garfield is not a fan of the Mondays.
I think that goes without saying.
People have the case of the Mondays.
Okay, seriously, they need to give some straight away so I can pass this jerk.
If anybody just got my reference, then awesome. I hope it made you chuckle. If not,
what was this thing you were talking about, Pass?
the Need for Speed beta just got released, and a lot of people were like, and EA strictly came out and said no streaming, no videos, no screenshots, and I'm like, ooh, they must be hiding a terrible game.
Well, they do that for anyway, because then people will see, like, I think everyone says that, because then someone will say, like, ooh, the game looks terrible, even though it is only in beta, and then they'll then they'll write on some forum.
Oh no. I am so many miles away from you. I was just driving on road and I wasn't actually really paying attention to where I was going.
You're
Well,
driving on the wrong road.
basically. Derp a derp a derp a derp.
The computer ran accidentally drove off the road, so I passed him.
Oh, nice. Thanks, computer.
He did a stupid thing.
He did a stupid thing, man. I hate doing stupid things. I just did a stupid thing. Look how far back I am.
You're in last place, I see that, but...
Yep. Stupid thing.
Did you get the little thing that shows you the blue line where you're supposed to drive?
Yeah, I don't see that on my map. Or not on my map, on my screen.
It's a perk.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I gotta reset my perks then. I think.
And it just shows you this blue line so you never get lost. Except sometimes when you're playing online with other people it messes up and the blue line disappears.
Excuse me.
Yeah, straight away. Rear end the car, but it's okay because no one crashed. And it's not a real car anyway.
I really enjoyed my time in the beta of Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Even though...
It's not in Vegas?
Not in Vegas.
Where is it?
Wherever Siege is, I guess. Actually, to be honest, it could be in Vegas.
Yeah, where is it?
It's kind of hard to tell because they just give me like 3 random maps, so it's really hard to take place where it exists in the game.
It's in somewhere under siege, apparently.
Yeah, Under Siege. Oh god, I'm getting flashbacks of the Under Siege movies with Arklon's favorite actor, Steven Seagal.
He's a funny fellow.
Who, Arklon or
Well, Arklon's a funny fellow, but in a good way.
right? But Steven Seagal, on the other hand,
Well, he's funny, but he's not trying to be funny.
yeah, like a comedian. Whoa.
Come on, Fast, I believe in you. You can win this race.
How far are you go? Wow, almost 3 miles. Yep. Driving comfortably in last position.
That's
the
okay,
win.
it happens in this game. Because some cars are just faster than others. Also, my car is faster than yours because yours was at a way higher elevation.
Right. A little earlier, when I was trying for the updated parts for the car, for my pref car, I, oh god, I was like in one like jump for like over 20 minutes, and I'm sitting there going, I know exactly how purple feels now.
oh, you do now, do you?
Yeah, I do.
You just do it and get level 50 part right away. Oh, it's easy. This is fun.
I know, I know. I got so many like level 40 parts, it's just like, oh my god.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yep, it happened.
That is a thing that exists in this game.
Yep. Woo. Apparently some, what's it called there? What's the name of that thing?
Yeah, the new thing.
The DLC for this game? The Wild? I heard that there was some type of, like, video or screenshots of it was up today from Ubisoft.
Oh, okay. I was busy all day.
Oh yeah, but I was just saying that something about that was up today.
I know they're going to have dynamic weather, just like the Drive Club.
Oh god.
You like Drive Club? Oh hey, they're getting rid of the PlayStation Plus free game for that, by the way.
Yes, they are. They're getting rid of that, and I'm like, after all that work to get the PlayStation Plus version of this, and now you're getting rid of it?
Well, it's just a demo anyway. What you showed me, I mean, every three-fourths of everything was unlocked. It said like, oh, buy the full version. How did this guy pass me?
It is basically a glorified demo. But the thing is all people had to do was just pay like $20-something to unlock the rest of it, which is not too bad. But because I mean the game is going for $40, but for a hard copy. But the thing is that, you know, if they were smart, they would have like at least.
They would make a new Motor Storm game.
Yeah, that would be nice. If they were smart, they would take that company, or they would take the PS Plus version of this game, and they wouldn't get rid of it until after Christmas. They would get rid of it, I would say, probably by February. And the reason why I say that is because Christmas time. And people like getting electronics during Christmas time. Kids ask for video games at Christmas time. Or you know, video game systems. So if people were waiting, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, I'm getting it at Christmas, and then they find out, oh, it's going in October. And then again, I guess they could always go onto the PlayStation Store and actually just get it that way, but not a whole lot of people who have a PS3 and not yet got a PS4 don't go on to Sony's website on the store. Or on the store on the website, is what I meant to say. And, you know, they don't go and get that stuff right then and there. They never think about that. No, because they usually get the stuff off the PlayStation Store on the actual PlayStation. So that's why they don't have, like, all these free PlayStation Plus games if they're under PlayStation Plus for the longest time.
Well, they just said it was a demo.
Right, but if they always wanted to try it out before buying it hard copy or purchasing the upgrade to unlock the full game, then, you know, they kind of miss out on it. I don't know why they just don't put up a demo of the game, just ditch the PlayStation Plus version, and then just, you know, be like, okay, you know, we've been working on this for so long, we're just gonna like lower the price down a little bit because, like, you know, to say sorry that we done, you know, we effed up badly on this PlayStation Plus version. But they didn't really F up. Well, it took them a while. That's where they effed up. But I knew that it was going to be a glorified demo. It really wasn't going to be the full game. But I just thought like they should have gave a little bit more cars instead.
Attention, to be honest.
Right. Oh, I have, because it was something I was really looking forward to. Everybody's like 3 point something miles ahead of me. Whee! Well, that was close.
Don't worry, Pest. There's still 2/3 of the race left. I'm only on checkpoint 11 of 35.
I'm on 10.
So Pest, you said you didn't like Saints Row 3 as much as the other one. What didn't you like about it?
The reason why I didn't like the third one so much is because, like, I find that in the other games, like, for something wild or crazy to happen in, like, a video game, or to, like, you know, progression to get unlock, like, or to get, like, you know, certain type of weapons, like, later on, like, while you're playing the game, to have them in your arsenal, like, you know, it feels rewarding. But if they're just gonna give you everything at the start and just say go right ahead, then it kind of like takes away the rewarding experience. Sure, you have fun, and then the fun only lasted so long for me.
Giving you stuff all the way through the game.
Yeah, but like, from what I can tell right offhand, I can't think of anything worthwhile that they gave me that made me go, oh, this is really fun and exciting, and you know, like, I didn't really feel rewarded.
The only thing I thought is maybe they needed a few different, like, each area sort of had the same kinds of challenges that you had to unlock the parts of the free up parts of the city. It was sort of like the same stuff, just a different location, where I think the previous game had like some differing ones that were only found in like part of the city.
Oh, okay. I'm not a big fan of them killing off, spoiler for those who never played Saints Row 3 and they want to.
Well, Pat, hold on, okay, go on.
So, you may want to skip, like, ahead, like, by, like, maybe 20 seconds from this point. Those are for those people that watch it later. It happens
in the very beginning of the game, so it can't be that much of a spoiler.
Right, but it was unexpected. I didn't like how they killed off Gat. I was like, you killed Gat off? Gat is like one of the most lovable characters in this series, and you kill him off. Like, what in the frig?
Well, maybe you should play Saints Row 4 and they might give some closure on that.
Well, yeah, from what I heard, you know, more spoilers. I heard they brought him back, kinda, and like, technically he's not back, but like, from what I heard, this is what I was told. I took it as truth because I didn't see why, you know, why the people would, the person that would be lying to me, but they mentioned that Gat came back because the alien invasion brought, the aliens brought him back to life? Or like they brought him back digitally or something? I can't remember what it was.
Maybe you should play Saints Row 4, no?
I can't remember the exact specifics. It was something like that.
Well, yeah, because that's not actually how it is.
Okay.
So you should probably go play Saints Row 4 whenever you want to.
Right. Whenever I get it. But the fact that, like, I don't know, because, like, I never really took Saints Row as a serious game, but I think they got
Saints
too
Row
over the
4
top.
is definitely not serious.
Yeah. They just went over the top and too silly and, like, whatever in, like, part 3, and that's another reason why I didn't really like it that much. Because it just went, like... They jumped mini sharks. It was just like, yeah, there's no need for this.
And then they have the shark weapon.
I wouldn't be surprised, actually. I find
no, there's a DLC weapon that's a shark, and it makes a shark jump out of the pavement and eat someone.
Oh wow. Okay.
I think it's called like the jumping the shark weapon, or something like that. I forget.
Oh, good God. It makes me shake my head and go, why?
I love it when Pest has to shake his head and go, why?
I mean, like, I remember when people said that Grand Theft Auto is not really a serious game. It's all about, you know...
well, actually, it's gotten more serious. Actually.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I was going with that.
Still, it's not the most serious. Okay, maybe GTA 4 was kind of a bit serious, but, you know, it has Nico and bowling and all those things. You know, I didn't mind it.
I don't know. I did, though. I mean, I'm not nitpicking, but I mean... It felt like too much of a serious game, and it didn't even feel like a Grand Theft Auto storyline. It felt more like something that came from like a movie plot line, and they were just like, "Hey, let's throw this into a Grand Theft Auto game."
Nico really reminded me of the guy from what's the movie? I can't remember the movie.
Was it like a monster movie?
The Professional.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was in the Godzilla movie, but he reminds me of the guy he played in The Professional.
Right. The Hitman.
But yeah, The Professional.
Yep. Not to be mistaken for Hitman 47.
Professional Hitman.
Yeah.
Of course, he was pretty good in Godzilla too. He's like, where'd you get this guy from? Oh, he's French. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. I just...
Yeah, you do.
I was let down by Grand Theft Auto 4 so bad that what I seen at Grand Theft Auto 5, it was the same thing.
More bowling.
Grand Theft Auto 5 to me was the exact same thing.
Bowling everywhere, cousin.
That's not what Cousin Roman called me up on for constantly, if you get my meaning. All he did was wanted to go to the strip joint and see some big American boobies. Great big American boobs.
I don't think that's the word he used in the game, Pest.
No, he said TTs.
That's right. Don't you forget it.
I didn't. That call is engraved in my brain.
What I kept getting was the other guy that the Jamaican guy calling you up and wanting to go play darts. Or no, wanting to go play pool.
I was just gonna say, I thought you were gonna talk about Patrick there for a moment. I think his name's Patrick.
Then there was the other guy who called up and it's just like, oh man, why don't you hang out with me anymore? I might as well. It's just like, oh, I'm sorry, guy. I gotta do this mission, and then I'll hang out with you.
And then they're like, no.
He's all like, yeah, well, then he's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
So like, oh man, don't be that way.
Yeah. They make you feel guilty.
Yeah, I did. That was the only thing. It was just like, oh.
But of course I would like to hang out. Oh, then there was some there where I'm just like, I don't want to hang out with you at all.
Just having that response would be like, just like, oh, jeez. Like that's a bit too much what I get in real life if I had something to do and couldn't hang out with someone. It's like, okay, yeah, fine, bye.
Yeah, sure, you're busy. Yeah, yeah, okay, whatever, man, bye.
What was the name of the guy who the car dealer who you have to steal all the cars for, and
oh
who's
god,
your other buddy in the game?
I can't remember, to be honest.
The guy who's insane is for lack of, I forget what his, well, I think he was that way because he was doing too much drugs or something, or steroids, or what, I don't remember. So he had some problem and he was just really angry all the time, and he's the guy you get the helicopter from, who you can call, who has the helicopter. I can't remember his name.
I sort of remember that. Ah, son of a... I sort of remember that. I can't quite remember his name.
And he's the guy who has the car stealing missions.
I didn't do those, actually, I don't think. If I did, it's been so long.
And then I messed up one, and then he called, like, oh, where's my car? It's like, it was destroyed. It's like, you're a European prick. It's like, thanks. Okay, I think I've had enough of these missions.
Right. I like Grand Theft Auto when it was 3 in Vice City and San Andreas, where the storyline wasn't so, like,
CJ?
Serious. CJ, yeah.
And doing all those ambulance missions so you can get that health upgrade.
Yeah, that was fun.
I almost did all those, and then at the very last mission, someone rams me and the whole ambulance goes into the wall, falls off the bridge into the river.
Those are, what do you call, douchebags?
Like, right when I had, like, on the very last one, where I had up to, like, 12 pickups, and it was, like, on number 11 or something. Just, nope. Just, like, completely ruined, like, 40, half an hour of doing ambulance missions, so that they get up to where you have to pick up more and more people.
Right. Ow. Yeah, I mean, it was a real big pain in the ass, GTA 4 was. What I mean by a pain in the ass is because everything was too serious in that game. And then I seen the same thing in GTA 5. I didn't see any goofy wackiness or, like, you know, like, it seemed to like it take itself.
I really like Nico, so I didn't mind it that much.
Right. I didn't really care for Nico. The story almost seemed like a cookie cutter paste from, like, Scarface in a sense.
Did you play the Scarface game? I never got around to playing that.
I think I played it for like...
You think you played?
Probably for like 10 minutes. And I was just like, yeah, okay.
It was super good? It was so good you couldn't put it down?
It was...
It was so good that 10 minutes was all you needed?
yeah, it was so good, 10 minutes was all I needed to
I'm
decide
sure.
I didn't need to go back.
Oh. Was it not as... I didn't like I said, I've never played it, so was it not as good, or...
It's not that it was bad. It was just, I just didn't care for what I played to continue. I didn't play it long, I remember that, because I played it at a friend's house. But even though it didn't exist then, I was kind of hoping I was playing... I wish I was playing MotorStorm. And that game didn't even exist. Not even a PS3 at the time.
That's a fun game. I like all those games. But I didn't play the one that was like, MotorStorm remote control cars. I didn't get around to that. I think it was only on, like, PS Vita or something.
PSP.
No, that was Arctic Thunder. I think they had, like, a PS Vita, which was, like, MotorStorm remote control cars.
Oh, I don't remember that. Whoa.
Maybe it was PSP Go, or whatever that...
PSP Go was just PSP, but it was just... There was no slot to put the games in. It was all digitally. And then Sony made such a big, huge, like, deal about it. And they were like, yeah, digitally only, yeah. And then, like, the
just
game...
like Steam.
And then a bunch of people are like, oh, I can't wait for these games to come out digitally so we can play them on our PSP Go's. And it never happened. And then nobody ever supported it. And Sony didn't support it. And it was just like, yeah, that's it. And then years later, hey, here's a PSP Vita. Oh, or PlayStation Vita. Awesome. No, nobody supported that. Well, Sony supported it for like the launch. Atlas supported it for the launch for Persona. And then, like, a lot of people were like, oh my god, this, like, if you get a PS Vita, you gotta get Persona 4 Golden. Like, oh man, it's just amazing. If you love Persona games or JRPGs, this is the game for you. It is like the most complete edition of Persona 4. It's amazing. It's so, it's awesome. It's like the second coming. Oh my god, it's so amazing. It's so amazing that nobody wanted to support the goddamn PlayStation Vita. So there was no more games to buy. So, well, I mean, there was other games to buy, but nothing like it. And it was just like, well, you shot yourself in the foot. You know, if you're going to release something handheld and not support it yourself, then why should people buy your product? It was an interesting experiment. I call it experiment because nobody really supported it, really. And I don't own one because I'm not really into, like, handheld gaming, because it hurts my neck and I get headaches easily. But
I think there need to be more games with chocobos.
What they needed, they could have done a lot more to, like, you know, to make that PlayStation Vita popular, but Sony just didn't really give a damn. Sony was just like, yeah, okay.
Like not more Final Fantasy games, I mean like more Chocobo Tales games.
Chocobo Dungeon 3?
Sure, I'll play that. I never actually saw that in stores to purchase it on PlayStation, but yeah, I'd take one as long as it's on like a handheld like they keep doing.
I seen it on a Vita. Not on a Vita, sorry. I seen it for rent. I don't know why I said Vita.
I think there's one on the Wii, but I never actually saw it in the stores to buy it.
Right. I seen one of the Chocobo dungeons to buy. Or no, not to buy, to rent. I never seen it for buy. A lot of the games that I've seen for RPG, I never seen for buy at my, well, it used to be called Electronics Boutique, which is EB Games now, which is owned by GameStop. But...
Do you remember Babbage's?
Do I remember what?
Babbage's.
No. What is that?
That was another one that was kind of like Electronic Boutique.
Oh, okay. I don't think we got that here in Canada, actually. If they did, it wasn't up here in this part of Canada.
Yeah, it might not have.
So, what's it called? Best Buy did a couple of clearances on games that made me so ticked off that I wish I was able to actually purchase it.
There's no Best Buy near me, actually. I have to drive for like an hour.
Oh, that sucks.
There's a Staples, but that's not quite the same thing.
No. So what it was is, they had a game that I did a Let's Try on called, Toukiden, Kiwami? No. Actually, that is part of the, that actually is not a digital-only game. That is for retail as well. And
yeah, I actually saw it for retail. I could have bought a physical copy of it.
I could buy one for $30, but then again, I could also throw away my $30 as well in the garbage.
You could buy a toy motorcycle and get more enjoyment out of it.
I could.
I don't know. You didn't look like you were having a good time playing it, so that's why I never tried it.
No, I didn't like it. Being able to switch on vehicles on the fly, that's kind of dumb. It's interesting, but it's not very... Not a very good move for the thing. It's not a very good thing to do for a video game. That'd be like if I was playing this and I was like, oh, now I'm a circuit car. Oh, now I'm a street car. Now I'm a raid car. Oh, now I'm a dirt car. You know, right on the fly with one button. Yeah, but this game, they're like, oh, well, you can here.
There were no choppers in it.
Get to the chopper.
I saw American Chopper being played. It looked the game for that. I thought, hey, maybe they'll have some good motorcycle customizations. No. Or the one game where that would have really mattered. Nope. You can maybe change a few colors, but here and there. But you know, you're mostly sticking with this basic model.
Right. I kind of don't really understand.
Remember American Chopper? How about that for a reference? Remember American Chopper?
Yeah, wasn't that a TV show?
Yes.
I didn't watch that.
Yeah, I didn't either, but I just always see it advertised. It was always like the angry motorcycle guys yelling at each other.
Right. I didn't. I don't remember seeing any commercials for it. So what were they yelling at each other about?
This should have been about motorcycles, but it was like, it's like stupid stuff like, oh, you're so lazy, you're supposed to be working on motorcycles, but you're there being lazy. That's like pretty much what it would sound like.
Oh wow. It's like, you all let me know when you start working on motorcycles and I'll watch, okay? Woo!
That's why I said it probably would have been more fun to play a game where you can customize everything about a motorcycle and like change the frames with all these weird different fancy options, but no, it's just like basically I saw the customized screen for that game. It's like you can choose, you have like a motorcycle they actually made, and you can change like a
Hello,
few
Bucko.
very minor things about how it looks, and that's it.
Right. There needs to be
Very
more
limited.
racing games, bike or car, with like, you know, some more customizations than what we get, you know, than your, you know, your standard games. Like, there's two motorbike or motorcycle games. There's Motorcycle Club, which is a joke, and then there's
Yeah, that's
another
not-
one which was leaps and bounds better. But I mean, since there's the only second game, you know, to
They
exist
were
for
real
motorbike games.
motorcycles, so you can only change like specific things about them because it was more like a cycle simulator.
Yeah. So it's saying that that game is a lot more better than Motorcycle Club demo or the Motorcycle Club. That's, you know, that's not saying much.
See, in this game, they get away with that because they have the full stock cars, and they'd be like, yeah, but now let's take it to the illegal car customizer guy, and he'll turn it into a street car for you.
Yeah.
But see, the actual car is still in the game, but see, you're doing all this stuff to it afterwards.
Yeah, right. Shit. Oh, I sure hope these people meet up.
There's still 11 more
To
checkpoints.
these people. I'm on checkpoint 23, by the way.
I'm on checkpoint 24.
Oh.
So which radio station, if you had the radio turned on and weren't afraid of getting your content ID match, which radio station in this game would you listen to?
Oh no, are you kidding me, game? Oh god dang it.
I don't think the game is kidding you, but I can't actually see what's going on, so...
Let's just say I kind of took the wrong bridge.
Ooh.
Now I gotta like find hopefully a circle around so I can go back and get a checkpoint. Yeah, now I'm lost.
Can you jam on the circle button and it'll put you back on the right road?
I just did that. I kind of figured you were about to mention that, so I did it to try it.
It didn't work. It just put you back where you were on the road.
It worked.
Oh, it put you back on the right track?
Yep, put me right on the right bridge.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, but now I went from 5th to 7th. God damn it, get out of my way.
I
Or
wasn't
8th.
paying attention. You got the 5th place? That's great.
Yeah, I was at 5th. And they're like, nope, you went the wrong way because you drove on the other lane. I have no idea how far these cars are ahead of me. It's a joke. Oh, God. Well, Bucko's gone. Bucko was a user on Twitch.
Who?
Some guy named Bucko. Or a girl, maybe. Yeah, he just said hi, and I looked over, and I'm like, oh, hi.
See ya. Bye.
Yeah, I didn't say that.
Oh. He was more polite than that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't say anything, he just took off. Nope. I seen that. That was close. Well, they're about 500 something yards away from me.
That's pretty close.
Coming up on 7th. Past 7. Past 6.
I think
Past
the radio has
5.
has like just a couple really good songs in it that are really great, but I wish I had a few more like them.
Right. Like that one song there that I listened to on my very first stream of this, and I couldn't upload it because part of it was muted because of a song, and then when I went to put it up, and because some of the stream was muted, they I wasn't able to upload it to YouTube for some reason, but other videos I was able to that day. So I just gave up and didn't call that my first stream. Well, actually my second stream, sorry. Counting the demo that I played, I marked that as a let's try to a let's play. Well, I'm in 4th.
Great.
Yep, that's as far as I'm getting. You're 4.32 miles away ahead of me.
Ouch.
And the other ones are like 3 something.
I'll get that $80,000 in crew bucks. Then I'll be a made man.
I wonder how much I get. Those goes. Almost missed the turnoff. Also hit, almost slammed into another truck.
You might get it too because you're in my crew, and I forget now.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. By the way, 27. Just hit my 27th checkpoint.
I'm on 28.
Yeah, I had keys to the beta of the Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, eh? And I was gonna give you one, but I never seen you come around. And when I talked to you on Friday there, I kind of got sidetracked for a little bit, and then I messaged you, but there was no response back, and I was like, ah. So I couldn't give you one. It's okay. I ended up giving no, wait, that was it Thursday?
I thought that was
Wednesday?
Saturday.
Because I gave the beta codes away on Friday, and I thought I was messaging you about it. No, it was Thursday. It was after my, stream. and I messaged you somewhere. Couldn't remember where I messaged you, but I messaged you, and I was going to see if you were interested in trying the beta, play with me there, and there was no response, and I was like, that sucks.
Sorry.
It's okay. By the way, that Tom Clancy's Siege beta, the full game when it comes out in December, which is also apparently out in December 1st.
Any good?
I enjoyed it, but here's the down part. It's my second Rainbow Six game I played. The first one I tried was the very first one on the PC, back when it was around brand new.
I want to be the purple color in the rainbow. That's what it is, right?
Not exactly.
I know what it is.
Yeah, I know. I know you were joking.
Can I be indigo?
I don't know what that
Violet.
means, but
Violet.
oh, there's nobody named that.
Colors in the rainbow. Get it? I'm making a horrible joke.
Oh, I get it.
Rainbow. Oh,
But I was referring to it as characters. No, I don't know who you're talking about. That person doesn't exist.
well, there's an Indigo Prophecy.
That's a totally different game. But yes, there was an Indigo Prophecy, which is also apparently banned from being streamed on Twitter. Sorry, Twitch.
What?
Yes, Twitch.
What? Why?
Yeah. Adult themes,
So
apparently.
adult themes. So
Apparently.
what about...
Oh, no, sorry. It's rated adult only. Adult only rated.
Any rating that you have. Is there a rating of games you have to stream on Twitch?
Well, I remember somebody a couple months back posted that there's Twitch changed its policies that if anybody streamed a adult only rated game, they would be banned.
Okay, so that's like 90% of all new games, or what?
No, there's mature, but and then the one above it is adult only.
I consider Far Cry 4 a pretty adult game.
Well, that's rated M for mature, not AO.
Oh, then the Indigo Prophecy was rated AO.
AO, adult only, yep.
Because the team just sort of kind of like, just like a movie.
Well, somebody posted up a list in the Zeta chat, and apparently that was one of the games.
I saw that game. It didn't seem that bad at all. It just seemed like something like Silence of the Lambs or something. I don't know.
I've never played the game myself.
Cell or the Cell, only with like weird aliens.
Right.
Something. I don't know. I didn't play it that. I just saw it being played. It's like, seems okay, and a little clunky, but nothing that made me like, oh, how could they be showing that? Nothing that really made me. Okay, so whatever. I wouldn't really play and stream it anyway, but okay, I'll remember not to stream Indigo Prophecy.
Yeah.
Didn't even seem like that violent a game. What about Silent Hill?
Shit. Silent Hill. I can't remember what's on the list. I just remember Indigo Prophecy.
Up there in the
32 out of 35. Now I'm down to 7th place because I missed a turn. Oh, look. 32 out of 35, and the race is almost over. Woo!
guy passed me like 100 yards from the finish line. I had to real quickly pass him.
Oh, wow.
Like,
That's
no.
where that cheating comes from, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my lord.
Does it say how long you have to finish the race?
Yeah, it's not anymore. It's over. But yeah, there was I was in 4th spot and then I ran into a truck and I went back in 5th.
Oh, I
Coast to
got a trophy
coast.
for Coast to Coast.
Yep. There is another one as well, actually, for doing one of those races in a crew.
I
Yep.
got 84,000 crew bucks.
Really? I got 88,000.
Huh.
And you came first. That's weird.
Okay, now I only need 20,000 more, and I can get that Ferrari that I always see everyone cheating in all the online races.
20,000?
Yeah,
Nice.
because I might get a few more than that, just so I have some money left.
Right. There was another race there that we can get a trophy for being in a crew when completing it. I need to take a look and see what it is.
Oh, okay. Why is there? Oh, it must be going to a flip.
The oh, oh, okay. See, 25%, 27%. Let's see, where is it at? No. Complete the faction mission landmark tour.
Oh, there it is. It's in Las Vegas. Whoa. 4 hours?
Holy shit, are you serious? I thought an hour was the longest one.
Let's see. Take your fastest dirt car on an epic lap around the entire United States of America, passing many of its iconic landmarks and locations.
Holy crap, man.